Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today I would like to talk a little bit about my new PSVR2 system, or more precisely the prescription lenses that I have acquired. And again, to be more precise, this particular video is going to be an unboxing video and the first of several that I intend to put together. I then plan to follow this up with several additional videos, as I said, where I talk about the three lens options, my thoughts on each one, the differences and more. I'm hoping to go through the specifications of the lenses, the benefits over each one. And then probably on a live stream, I'll be running them in turn and giving my thoughts on each one. But before I get into the unboxing though, I must point out that I've flagged this video as a paid promotion video. Whilst I have not received any physical payment to produce this video, and VR ProOptics have had no production input whatsoever, they have provided me with 2 of the 3 sets of prescription lenses free of charge. They're in this box. For context, let me quickly explain how we got here before we go and open the box and see how it's packaged and what these lenses look like. So I brought my PSVR2 headset in this box along with some spec savers from Amazon, because I'd heard of several people who wear glasses and who had scratched their PSVR2 lenses in their headsets, and then they had to send their headsets back to Sony to get them repaired, which is a real problem and time consuming, and yeah, you just really don't want to go there. So spec savers, well, they're simply a piece of plastic with no glass in the middle. It sits over your lenses, and what it does is to put some distance between the headset lenses and your glasses themselves. They're relatively inexpensive, and in my opinion they are well worth every single penny. I'm glad that I bought mine, because I could easily have scratched my headset lenses a couple of times when putting on the headset wearing my glasses. So I'm really glad that I did that. If you are wearing glasses when you are running in PSVR, please, if you don't do anything else, get yourself a set of those spec spacer bits of plastic. If you don't do anything else, they just push on, they're very inexpensive, and they can save you a lot of heartache. So I then went on and I learned of prescription lenses, the ones in this box. And they're available from a number of different suppliers, and they remove the need to wear your glasses at all. At least that's what I'm told. We're going to find out. And that sounded like the ideal solution. I went about researching the various companies and options. I wanted a UK supplier because I live in the UK, and my research, along with a lot of recommendations from people favouring different suppliers, finally led me to VR ProOptics. I quickly ruled out the basic clear coat lenses, but I was unsure as to whether I should opt for their mid-range, the blue coat lenses, or their pro range that are designed for streamers that are streaming for a longer period of time, or people that are using the game for a longer period of time. And although their website looked compelling and lots of information on there, I did reach out to VR ProOptics, and I spoke to one of their support team, a guy called Stephen. And during a fairly lengthy phone call, he asked what I planned to use the lenses for. We spoke about my streaming, my age, my prescription, and a whole lot more. And as a result of that conversation, he advised me, and I made my choice. I'd buy the pro level, and I'll cover why I made that decision in another video. However, the conversation turned to having me produce a video of my thoughts about the pro lenses and my experiences. Then I offered to do a comparison across their range, and hey presto, a week later in this box, I hope there are now 3 sets of lenses. So to reiterate, I have paid for the expensive Pro set, but VR ProOptics have also supplied free of charge the basic clear coat lens option and the intermediate blue coat lens option. As mentioned earlier, I will be producing several more videos about the specifications of these different lenses, the benefit of one over the other, and then my thoughts after using each of them for a session or 2. Some of these sessions could well be live streamed so that you truly get my first and honest reaction. Nothing is going to be pre-planned in any of this. I'm also planning to run a 5-hour session with the Pro lenses to see whether they live up to VR ProOptics marketing. All the way through these videos, I will give my open and honest opinion without any input or influence from VR ProOptics whatsoever. So please hit that subscriber button and the bell for notifications of when those videos and live streams are going to be released over the next couple of weeks. But for now, let's move on to the table in the dining room and get into the unboxing itself. Okay, so the technology went wrong. Unfortunately, my main camera decided that it was not going to record, so I'm having to redo this one again. So I have opened the box, and these are the 3 boxes that have been delivered. I have got the blue shield or the blue coat lens. We have got the basic lens, and we've also got the that's actually the basic lens. This one here that's the XP Pro lens, so we'll get to that one later. So we'll start off with the basic lens. I'll just move these 2 out of the way slightly for the moment. So the boxes, they come in a very sturdy box. If I had to describe this, it's very similar to an iPhone style box. Very, very good quality cardboard, a nice logo, etc. And yeah, very, very secure. In the package, we've got the AdLens VR ProOptics Custom Performance Optics for VR, the installation and removal guide, which will then take you through everything that you need to know about installing the lenses into the PSVR2 system. We've then got a little cleaning cloth in a little pouch, and then we have the VR ProOptics lens in their own case as well. The case is pretty solid. I've got to push down quite hard. Whether it would stand somebody sort of standing on it, I don't know, but it is pretty sturdy, I have to say. I wouldn't be disappointed to keep my lenses in there. That's quite a nice little case. Zip to open it, and then we get the 2 lenses inside in their own little like netted section. We can slide the lens out, and you can see that we've got an L and there'll be an R. Yes, there is an R on the other one to show the side. I'm not sure which is top and which is bottom at the moment, but I'm sure that the installation instructions will give some advice on that. The pouches, they're okay sliding them in. They're adequate. I think these boxes are quite adequate for these lenses. Would I have preferred to have had an easier in and out? Possibly. And my initial thoughts of one disappointment only is that there doesn't seem to be a lens cover for the lens themselves when they're in the PSVR2. Now obviously if you're going to keep them in its own pouch, then I think that is fine. For me, I'm planning on putting these onto the PSVR2 system and leaving them there and then putting that into the box. But if I was leaving my PSVR2 on the side of my PlayStation, or I am putting the cable for the PSVR2 and winding that around, there is an opportunity for these lenses to get scratched, and it would be nice to have a cover. With my Specsavers magnetic covers, and admittedly these are push on rather than magnetic, there is a little cover that comes on them to protect the lens, because obviously there's no glass in that lens and you can go right way through to the lens for the PSVR2, whereas these have got their own lenses. I'll probably do a picture of that so that you can see, but that's about the only thing that I would say about these particular packages. Is I'd like to see some sort of lens cover, even if it was just rudimentary, some sort of lens cover for when I am not actually using the headset. So this is the blue coat option. Again, exactly the same. We've got the add lens, the installation guide, etc., and some details about maintaining the headset. The little cleaning cloth, again with the VR ProOptics logo on there. And then we have got the same case. This is a little bit more expensive than the basic lens because this has got a blue coat on it. Again, if I just slide these out, exactly the same setup, exactly the same cases. This is the right hand side one with the R on it, and you can see it's blue coat. It's got like a little blue, I don't know, quite like a little blue stamp on the top there. But otherwise they look almost identical to the previous lens. Again, sliding them in and out, it's okay, it's not fantastic, and again I'd like to have seen some sort of lens cover for when they are in the PSVR2. Now I appreciate these are not magnetic, but it'd be nice if there was like some sort of rubber cap to go over the top just to protect the lens when they are put away. But again, the boxes are more than adequate, quite strong. I'm having to push down really hard to make that bend, so I think I'm being probably a little bit pedantic on that little requirement. Then we move on to the XP Pro model. These are significantly more expensive than the other two, and I will be going through the specifications of all three and explaining the differences between them. So in this box we've got the same little bit of cloth cleaning. We've got the same installation guide that looks almost identical to the other one, and then we also have in here an XP Pro gaming lens little pamphlet which is going to take us through the key benefits of these lenses over the other two. I'm going to put that away for now because I will do a video explaining the differences between these different lenses. So these are much more expensive because they are bespoke made. Would I have liked to have seen them in a different case? I'm not sure. I think this case is more than adequate for the lens, but again there is no lens protection in here. It's just a case of sliding the lens out. This one doesn't want to come out. Sliding the lens out, and the difference between this one and the others, you will notice if I can find a white piece of paper, you can see that I've got this honeycomb yellow effect on the lens that is going to give me benefits over and above the other lenses themselves. I'm just going to put this back before I manage to put a thumbprint on it. Again, my only criticism at this stage is that it would be nice if you could get them in and out, but my main criticism is I'd love to have had some sort of cover, like a rubber cover or something that I could just put over the lens when they're not in use. Because putting these back into my PSVR2 box where I keep my PSVR2, I've got the cable that goes into the PS5. That's going to be flopping around in the box, and there is an opportunity to scratch these lenses, and they're not overly cheap to get replaced. But all in all, initial thoughts on this is pretty good. The box is very nice. The little case that the lenses come in is good. They're securely held in place. So now I guess it's just a case of getting these installed into the PSVR2 headset itself and give it a go. I will be doing that in another video coming very, very soon. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button for notifications of when those videos come out. And it is my intention to probably do some live stream video of these, so you really do get my first impressions on what I think about these three lenses. And I'm going to be doing all three: the clear coat, the blue coat and the XP Pro. I'll see you then. For now, take care. Bye bye.